Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will tell you about the deployment process of Spring Boot application onto the Azure platform. So for this, you need to have a free Azure account which you can get onto the Microsoft Azure platform, and also Apache Maven build tool. Using Apache Maven build tool, we will build a fat jar file which will be deployed on the Azure platform. So I go to the Spring STS where I have developed a demo application. So I will run this application on the localhost. All right, my application is started. Okay, there you go. So my application is running on the localhost. So we'll deploy this application to the Azure. So before deploying the application to the Azure platform, let me tell you about the app service. So the app service provides you the underlying infrastructure on which you can deploy the application. So generally in cloud computing, you will find two ways to deploy the app. The first will be creating your own virtual machine and then creating a web server instance and then deploying the application, which is kind of a tedious way. And another way is using the app service, which is typically used in the industry. So if you go to the search bar and type the app service, add, there you go. So you can enter all the information and then create your own app service. So rather creating app service through the UI portal, I will create the app service from the command line interface. In the Spring Boot application, go to the pom.xml file where we'll specify the Azure plugin. So go to the plugin section and then we'll paste Azure plugin. Now we'll build the fat jar file. So for that you need to go to the directory, the project directory. So open cmd, go to the project directory. Then we'll execute some commands. So this maven command will build the jar file. This will take some time. Okay. So now in the directory, if you go to the target section, the target folder, then there you will see the jar file. Okay, after that we'll execute the next command. So while executing this command, we need to configure our. So while executing this command, few questions will be asked which will determine the underlying infrastructure. So I will be using Linux. So I will specify Linux. I'm using Java 11, so I will specify 1. Then these are some web app properties which you can obviously change afterwards. So I will confirm yes, and these configurations will be saved to the POM. So if you go back to the Spring STS, we'll see the configuration has been added. In this configuration, we'll see the app name, the pricing tier, the region, the runtime stack, and everything. So if you want to change the app name, you can change. So I will put it as Spring Boot 2020. In the pricing tier, I will remove this B1 V2 and I will put the B1 plan. So B1 plan is less costly. So we are ready to deploy our web application to the Azure. So we'll execute the final command. So it is creating the app service plan, which is very important. You can mark it. So I will and make a note of it. So now the deployment process is complete, and you can see the URL in the logs. So I will copy this URL. There you go. It's simple. After deploying the web application, let's talk about the app service pricing plans. So for the Linux software, we can see that the only free plan available is F1, which gives us 1 GB RAM, 1 GB storage, and it shares the resources. It also says that 60 CPU minutes per day, which means that in the day, the application can be run for the 60 minutes. We have other plans also, which are the basic service plans. In the code, I have specified as B1, which gives us one core, 1.7 GB RAM, 10 GB storage, and it has $0.018 per hour. And it does not have any CPU minutes per day. That means the application can be run for the unlimited time. So let's go back to the Microsoft Azure platform. In the All Resources, in the bottom, we can see that the Spring Boot 2020 app service has been created. So let's go to the DAG. In the app service section, we can see that the app service plan created is B1. If you want to change from B1 to F1 to get a free plan, you can always do that. So you need to go back to the Spring Boot 2020, go to the change app service plan, click on the pricing tier section. So here you can see various plans available. So you are developing the application for just development or the testing purposes. You can use F1 or B1 or B2 or B3 as per your requirement. If you are planning to deploy your application in the production, then there are the different plans like the premium plans, which gives you the more memory and more resources. So for now, I will select the B1 plan. I will leave it as it is. Thank you guys for watching the video. Kindly let me know your reactions in the comment section.